welcome to Smith Boys.
Hello folks, I'm Tony Palumbo from Smith Boys. I am the district sales manager. We have 8 locations across New York State. This particular one has it all. We're going to take a walk around and we're going to show you what we have. So enjoy and watch.
So now, where are we now?
We're at Smith Boys Marina here in Asheville, New York.
Okay. And what do you guys do here? What's the premise behind the entire business?
The premise behind the business is to support all the boaters' needs in the area. Anything from dock storage to service work to winter storage.
One-stop shop.
Yep, definitely a one-stop shop.
So now this, I'm calling this a pier because we're surrounded by water on 3 sides. This is beautiful here. This location. I mean,
it is. I mean, it's on Chautauqua Lake, being what it is. This is a beautiful location. We offer things that other people in the area do not. Because we are established, having a full-size rack building.
Right.
The storage is phenomenal here.
So when you say rack,
I'll show you over there, definitely.
So is it what I'm thinking? Are you racking boats? Oh, dude,
yep.
That's awesome. So
yeah, wait
they're
till you
like
see
stacked.
Yeah, they're stacked. There's 4 different levels in there.
That's crazy when you think about it. Like the first time you see it, which is going to be the first time I've ever seen something like that, it's got to look nuts.
Oh, it is. It's crazy. When more boats are in there, it's even crazier.
Right.
So,
so now that's kind of the principle behind this is that you can purchase a boat here, and then you can slip it here, and then you can store it.
Then you can store it. It's again a one-stop shop. You can fuel here, service here, rent your dock slips, as well as winterization and storage.
And so winterization. So when somebody comes to purchase a boat, is that kind of just a package thing where you're like, hey, you know, I mean, obviously they can bring the boat anywhere, but the idea is that, hey, buy the boat here, you slip it here, you store it here, we maintenance
exactly.
it here.
Again, one-stop shop. There's actually a lot of boats here they don't even own trailers.
We're right, because you don't need it.
Yep,
and you don't need to store it in your garage or store it in your house.
Exactly. You don't need to because we handle it all. You come up, you put it in the dock slip, we pull it out of the water, we winterize it, we service it, we put it back in the water, put it back in your dock slip.
So the benefit to something like this is exponential. It's just an enjoyability issue.
And so many people don't offer it.
Right.
Like
I
we
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's again a one-stop shop.
Right.
We can accommodate you anything from our slip rentals. We offer showers, full service.
Wow.
We
do? Is that what those are?
Yep.
I know what they look like showers, but I didn't.
Yep, they're showers, they're bathrooms, anything for our dock slip renters.
That's awesome. So I'm out all day. I'm swimming in the lake. I'm all scummed up.
Come in, take a shower, good to go.
Well, what's awesome about that is I can stay here, go out to eat. I don't have to go home and do that whole thing.
Exactly.
You know. So is that rare? I've never heard of that before.
It is. It is. A lot of people don't offer that. We offer more of your resort type feeling here.
You do, and that's
experience. Exactly. You could bring a young child out there. I have a 3-year-old daughter that I brought out there multiple times. She absolutely loves it. We put her in a little life jacket. She runs back and forth on the pontoon.
And she's out on the lake.
And she is, and she loves every moment of it.
And it's a whole different experience, you know.
It is.
And so now you sell these too, right?
We do, absolutely.
So you can purchase one, but you have them for rent. Do you have a couple for rent? Or?
Actually, right now we have 6.
Oh, you have 6. That's awesome.
Yes.
So basically, we can get them. Do you have to, as far as locking these down, is it months in advance, or are you sold out?
Usually, if you give us a 2-week time frame, you can able to set up a reservation.
That's awesome. So within 2 weeks, we can make sure that we have one.
Absolutely.
Do you rent them by the day, by a couple of days?
Half day, full day, and then multiple days.
Whatever you want.
Yep,
right.
Whatever you want after that.
Now, they're motorized, so
yes.
we can basically have something for rent anywhere in the lake, really. Right? You don't have a restriction as long as you're on the lake.
We do not have it. We do not have an engine restriction out there.
So we can just kind of just
go out and enjoy the lake.
That's awesome. Now, you have, we're going to see the hoist.
We're going to see this is going to be your travel lift.
Okay.
And then we also have a very, very large forklift.
Okay. I'm going to try to do this.
Okay. Yeah, be very careful.
Let me know if I'm headed off.
I will do. We have the crane lift, which is for your larger boats, known as our travel lift.
Okay.
And then we also have what's considered a lift-all. It's a very, very large forklift that can lift boats directly out of the water.
Get out of here. That's crazy. So, this is like even as a guy, but as a kid, man, that's like, that's just awesome.
It's a monster.
Yeah. I mean, it's got us just sound incredible.
I mean, if you look, our large houseboats out there, we lift them.
Wow.
With our lift all.
And it's not an issue at all because it's meant to do that. Now, so the process, So we have a boat. We slip it here. Before it gets winterized, you lift it out of the water. It gets essentially has to dry out for a while. Right?
Yep. We'll send a crew in to get in. We'll clean it. We'll wipe it down for you.
Okay.
We will drain the water systems on it. We will treat the water systems with an RV antifreeze.
Just you don't have to. That's like it's a pain in the butt really to do all that. It's a lot to ask of 'cause
You're just your boat owner.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it is.
You're like that's weekends of work to do, right? I mean,
is.
It's not even just one day. It's a couple days at least to winterize a boat.
You're absolutely correct, especially the larger boats.
Right. And so I don't even got to think about it. We go until the end of the season. You guys lift it out of the water. You take care of it. It gets stored in your racks.
Yep.
Next year, you prep it. You slip it.
Yep. What happens next year is we'll send out a slip. Usually it's mid-February.
Okay.
We'll send it out. On it, it'll say what date do you want it in the water, and
it's
we go
ready
from
to
there.
go.
Yep.
That's
We
crazy.
de-winterize it, which is part of the winterization process.
Right.
You de-winterize. It's all included.
And that's what you want when you
Absolutely.
buy a
One stop.
boat. I think a lot of people don't realize, that I'm going to buy a boat, but I have to keep it at my house. I've got to winterize it. I've got to get it ready for the season. And every single time I want to take it out, I got to go slip it. So I got to go drop it in.
Absolutely.
And so I show up, friends, family, get on the boat, and I'm gone.
Yep.
And that's the whole point of this whole business. But,
Yep, you go through, there's a contract written every year for your dock slip rental and your winterization.
But we have options.
Oh, absolutely.
Within the context of
Absolutely,
that, right?
you do.
Awesome. So, is there a general standard one that most people get, or?
It's just your basic oil change, your outdrive oil change, your engine winterization.
Right.
We offer a bottom clean when it comes out to get all the grime off the bottom of the boat.
Again, that's my grandpa, man. That's what we would do.
You sit there and you'd scrub it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, can I rent a boat? Or can I? It's a pontoon that I could rent. But
Yeah, so you
can't rent
can't.
boats.
You don't have a cabin cruiser here where you'd actually
Liability.
be under there and have a bed or anything like
yeah,
that.
you can't. It's not like an RV rental.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Usually your pontoons, you go out first thing in the morning, and then you're back by right before we're gonna close.
Gotcha. But you can take them out for multiple days.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Um,
And then what you could do is you could either dock wherever you're at,
Right.
or you can come back here and dock for the evening and pick it back up in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, I love that, man. And those are easy to drive. I mean, it's like super
Yes.
simple, right?
Yes.
But boats are a whole nother thing, which is probably why you can't. You got a driver's license. I can drive an RV.
Yep.
But a boat is another thing entirely.
Yeah, but I mean, we always recommend doing the boater safety course, but technically in New York State, as long as you are 16 and over, you do not
Wow, I'm surprised.
need a safety course.
Really? And boats are like hard to navigate.
Yeah, it's something definitely to get used to.
Sure. Yeah.
for
'Cause I remember my grandfather. I'd ride the boat a lot and drive it, and it's just a different thing. It's the inertia and the motion. And
Absolutely, and
kinetic,
knowing when you stop,
Yes.
you're not stopped.
Stopping.
You're
Yeah.
not stopping. You're still going with
Yep.
whichever motion you're going in. You're going to continue to go that way.
Exactly. Now, so we were just in your main building here.
Yep.
And in that building, we'll walk through it, but you have your area where we can purchase supplies.
Yep.
We've got our check-in, our checkout area, I suppose you
Yep,
would call
the
it, right?
service department. We've got 2 separate showrooms.
Oh, you do? So the showrooms in and of themselves, are they differentiated between styles of boats? Or?
They are.
Yeah.
We have a Sea Ray showroom. We
Okay.
also put a Berkshire in there.
Okay.
And then we also have a Bayliner.
You do?
So you'll see they're actually it's a mix between them.
Okay. And do you want to go into the...
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
I'm kind of napping at the bit to see it. Actually, it's like a toy shop.
It
Right?
is.
That's awesome.
Like I said, I would probably keep the angle a little higher because there's just stuff on board. It's also our workshop.
It is.
Yep.
Yep. I'll actually, right when we head in, Dude, that's crazy. You know what I love about this? It's just bizarre, right?
I mean, there's 80 different storage spots
Wow.
in here, ranging by different sizes.
That's so intense.
It is, and once it's filled with boats, it's a completely different setup.
Oh, I'm sure, man. So now, where's the lift in here?
Yep. Right here. This is our forklift. This is actually what gets
Wait,
the
so
boats up to the
that's
upper
strong
levels.
enough to, that's what I was going to say. So obviously the smaller boats up top, larger ones in the
Yep,
bottom.
the larger ones as you go down towards the bottom. It's currently in repair, but
Dude, this
I mean,
is-
obviously you can see that it's got extra large forks on it to
Right.
be able to pick up whatever we need to pick up
Dude, this just
within reason.
It looks fun, you know.
It's a little scary at times.
I'm
but
sure, but well, yeah, because it's got to be perfectly balanced. Right?
you're absolutely
Yeah.
correct.
So now you have this is the only building you have here for the racks?
For the inside storage, yes, this would be it. Like I said, we have 80 spots that are available inside, as well as some of the floor storage, which would be
Right.
inside as well.
And so that's primarily for those larger crafts.
Yeah,
okay.
and some of the larger ones go in here, but we also have a lot of outside storage, which we do the winterization.
So you lift and store it.
Yep, then we either put them on blocks, because a lot of people don't have trailers, but we also shrink wrap them.
So what would be the benefit to keeping it in here as opposed to outside? Just because
Just
it's
the
not-
elements.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Right. And you don't shrink wrap them when they're in here.
No, actually, what we do, if you want to, you can probably
Yeah.
walk over here. We use a light 2 mil film, just as an extra protection to the customer.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. It gives it some type of protection.
Yeah, some type of additional protection on top of already having the cover on there.
Awesome. Yeah, that's just enough. You want to keep the dust out, I suppose, right?
Yeah,
Or anything
absolutely.
else. Yeah.
Like, and then we'll
This
kind
is
of do a quick
awesome
walk
in here,
around
though.
that.
I love this type of thing, and it's surreal.
It is.
You really think
I
about.
first walked in here, it blew me away.
Yeah, it's
it
totally
really did.
bizarre because it's so like, what's the height on this thing? Like a couple hundred feet.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and then you're thinking about the strength of the material, the beams here,
Mm-hmm.
to hold all that weight, and how it's got to be perfectly.
It's got to be perfectly balanced, and the biggest thing, not only do you have to have a good operator, you have to have a set of good eyes on the ground too to help guide in.
Is it so what do you? Yeah, I was just going to ask. So how many guys are we looking at? Like 3 or 4 per?
Yes, but every time we move a boat, there's at least 3.
And you got to have some spotters, right?
Yep. We'll have 2 spotters in the front. We'll have somebody directly next to the driver to talk to them, and then we'll end up guiding it through.
So is this boat being prepped?
Yep, this is
for
prep
sale?
for delivery. Yep.
So you just
so
sold
I've
it.
got 2 out here cleaning.
Okay.
We have Mike and we have Derek.
What's up, guys?
Yep, this one will be leaving the facility. All of our trailers, we like to get them all logoed up
I
as
like
well.
that, man. That's smart. You know, you guys can offer services that other people can't because of the size of the facility,
Yep.
the size of the business, the experience that you guys have.
And the machinery we have as well.
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know how rare this is, but to me, it seems like
This is very rare.
yeah, it's so big that you can't really get it. I
Yeah.
think the boats in here will help.
Yeah,
the
once
scale.
once they're in there and you actually can physically see.
Yeah, because I'm like, you can see that because there's that one boat. You know,
Yeah,
so,
that's what you
know,
get.
It's just, it's really intense, man. It's awesome. Now, is this something they've had for a long time?
It is. It is for quite a long time.
Wow. Now, these guys will spend a whole day cleaning that boat?
Usually it's just a couple hours. They'll make sure there's no dents, no dings, everything's standing tall,
Nice.
wiping down every nook and cranny within there.
Well, the customers gotta love that.
Absolutely.
You know.
I mean, I don't want to spend money on a boat and turn around and walk out and have it be dirty.
Sure. Well, it's nice. And then it's kind of, they're going to have their inaugural launch with this at some point within the next week or so, probably.
Yep,
So,
and they want it to look good.
yeah, because friends and family come out and everybody takes a ride,
Yep,
so
absolutely.
That's awesome. So what are we looking at here? This is just
This
another
is
slip area?
it's more of our slip rentals.
Gotcha.
So this would be our E-dock over here. All the slips closest to us are all for rent.
Okay.
And obviously you can see they fill up
Yeah.
pretty full
They
over
do.
here.
Well, so that's the point, right? Like people love this and people love this business that you guys have here. And you love the fact that I can just not even have this in my house, in my garage.
Exactly.
You guys keep it here. We enjoy it. We love it. It's a no-brainer, really.
Absolutely.
So how many boats can you accommodate again in total?
In total on the property
Yeah.
itself, I think it's close to 300 boats.
Wow.
I would have to get an exact number
No,
for
but
you,
it's hundreds. Yeah.
It's yes.
So now something like this, is that up for service or?
No, actually, this was storage. We
Okay.
had a customer here that decided not to put it into the water this year, so he had us do some service work on here as well. Actually, for both of them, any of these boats you see back here are here
All
for service.
Okay.
Either service or storage.
Now, will you guys service them in that garage? Is that what you? Or
No, actually, these ones would stay right there.
And you just
This is
work on
one of the
them
ones
outside?
that would be picked up with that travel lift.
Okay.
So we set it there, and any work that needs to be completed, we completed right there.
Wow. All right. This is just.
Oh, so this is your blocking.
Hold on. From my standpoint, how in the heck? This is like Jenga. Hold on, I gotta get a shot of this. That's crazy. So. Yeah, that's. I mean.
Well, unless you hit it with a semi, you're fine.
I know, but you know what I mean.
It just looks crazy. It's a
Yeah.
large boat. And what's crazy is when these are in the water, it does not look anywhere near as big as what it does off land.
Yeah, well, because you're getting a third of the boat submerged,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, and so this is pretty average, right, for a cabin? I mean, this is a smaller.
Yeah, 29
Right.
foot. Yep.
Yeah, I love this though, because this looks like, how do you do this? So you're lifting it from the bottom with like a lift.
Yep. What you're gonna do is that's your lift all, your big,
Right.
and they run straps
Okay.
underneath it, and it comes over. The travel lift pulls over, and as it's in the air, we have a crew that actually goes in and blocks it. Make sure everything's stable.
I see.
And before the straps are taken off of it, it is completely stable.
Gotcha. It looks intense though. to
Well,
see it up.
I mean, you think that? Look at the one that's over here. That's an even bigger boat.
Well, and it's a fun business too.
It is.
The car
It is.
business. My dad was in the car business for a long time, but it's a tough business, man.
It is.
You know, it's a grind, and it never ends. And this seems a lot more enjoyable. It's recreational. It's a peak experience business.
It's something that people truly enjoy doing, especially in this area. Being as, let's say, weather locked as
Right.
what we are, season locked.
Right.
People, when they come out, they truly want to move forward and they want to work on get out on the water with their boats, with their families.
Sure. Well, even for the guys working on it, it's a nice job.
It is,
You know?
absolutely.
It's enjoyable all the way around, really. You know, you can't go wrong with something like this.
You're
open all year,
We're open
probably.
all year.
So during the winter, it's all about maintenance. And,
Yeah, it's maintaining the boats. We create what's called a winter work list.
Okay.
So we take the customer's boats, identify concerns,
Okay.
and then during the winter we'll pull them down and do that repair work.
This is peak season.
Yep.
Gotta be. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like at that date, these things gotta be.
They
in the
have to
water,
be in. They
out.
have to be taken care
Right,
of.
and that's part of your contractual agreement with everybody. They say, hey, by June 15th,
I need it
I
in the
need my
water.
boat. But at least you have that. So now these are your examples for your shrink. Right?
For the shrink wrap, these are completely winterized boats. They have been shrink wrapped and ready for
Nice.
out here, out in the weather.
Wow. And that's
Yeah.
tight. This is a tight shrink.
It is absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's right on the.
Yep. It's got
the
this.
seal on the side too.
You've got all your tie off, and it's actually sealed directly to the tie off.
Wow. So nothing's getting in there.
So
at all.
nothing's getting
This
in
is
there.
thick too.
It is.
Like an 1/8 inch.
7 mil.
Wow. So it's.
We have all the across the street.
If it's a patch of ground.
If it's a patch of ground, something's being stored
Something's
on
stored on it. Now, do you have the boats? It doesn't really look like there's any, like as far as slip placement, does that change every year? Or if I have a slip, can I always have
Yeah,
that
you
slip?
can always have your slip.
So you have first option on that.
You'll have first option. There'll be a time frame. There's something that's sent out to you
Okay.
over the winter saying, hey, I at least need your deposit by
Right.
such and such a date, and then full payment by another date.
Awesome.
We have a lot of people that come from out of town that store here,
Right.
Because they have cottages up on the lake. They are at the Stadt
Sure.
Institution.
Right.
We do a lot of our customer work right there.
Yeah.
This is actually all of our rental add-ons to go
Nice.
along with the pontoons. We offer, not only do you have a zoot board, you have tube rentals, and then every different life jacket you could possibly think of.
Nice. And you do have to have this stuff anyways, right?
Absolutely.
So now that's obviously not your showroom. Now
No.
we're headed into your
Well,
showroom.
that was one of the showrooms. Actually, they're currently cleaned out because we
Okay.
just sold a boat right out of it. This is our main store area, service department, main receptionist.
Okay. Which we'll talk to you in a moment, if you don't mind.
This is another one of the showrooms. Again, we just sold one out of the showroom as well.
Right.
So.
Now, is this in the showrooms? Are these the only boats that you have for sale at this location?
No, we have a bunch actually outside. These are more your models. You can kind of walk in. These are all for
Gotcha.
sale, but you can walk up and through them.
Wow.
Not very many places can you actually get up inside of a boat
No, without it.
and without being out in the elements or having anybody near you. You can come out here and just enjoy.
Wow, this is nice, man. Probably a good 12 people on this comfortably.
Actually 13.
Wow, this is really nice, man. Yeah.
So you've got a bunch of your upgraded systems on here. You've got your upgraded audio system. Again, your pontoon is probably your most versatile.
Now, is it becoming more popular as an option for a lot of people?
Oh, absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
the nature of, if I want to go out on a lake, now if I want to ski, then I want a boat. And if I want to, but you can fish.
That is a misconception
Oh, so you
because
can.
with the size of the engine on here, not only can I ski, I can tube,
You
I can
can.
do whatever I need to off this boat.
See, I never ever. So when we think of pontoons, you think of floating calmly.
You're
but you
absolutely
can
right.
actually open this up.
Yeah,
a
you can
little
get this one in particular has a 250. on it. This is enough to
so you're totally
ski. This is enough to tube. And actually, it's almost overkill for is what you need.
Right.
You could go as low as a 150 and still be able to do exactly the same.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
So-
this creates an amazing wake.
Right, because of the solidity of the in the square nature.
You're absolutely
So everything's
correct.
pushing off.
Yep, so you can create some pretty nice wakes.
Yeah, because you don't have this balanced pivot point that's cutting through the water. You've got more of this full flat surface on
You're
it.
absolutely correct, and actually it'll plane up a lot like your boats will.
Really?
The front end will lift right
You know,
up.
I've never seen a pontoon. I'm going to look for a video now and see if a pontoon. But you know, when you think about it, I mean, boats are huge, and of course that these should be able to do that. I just think the conception that we have is that these are more of a very calm, almost motorless experience.
And that's absolutely incorrect. These
Right.
are an amazing experience for a family in and of itself. It's probably the most versatile and an amazing experience that I've had personally out on a boat.
That's what, and I was just going to say that because they're almost houseboats in a way at
Yeah,
this point. If you put another level on it, it becomes like a day camp.
You're absolutely
Right?
correct.
We're out on the lake all day, but you can get some shade. You can take a nap. There's like other, you know,
People
you're not
have-
just exposed.
People have hunted ducks off the boat and used it as a hunting, used it as fishing. Some of these setups have your live well in it. You have 2 chairs in the back. Actually, I have an option out there that does have
You
it,
do?
a build for it.
That's
It's got
nice.
2 captain's chairs, a live well, everything in
Dude,
it.
that's awesome. Really? So you can just fish and drop and boom.
Yep,
There
and
you
then
go.
you're ready to roll. So
So this is like my grandpa's boat.
this is a center helm fishing model.
Okay.
This is an Element. Great for fishing. Obviously, you're wide open wherever you go.
Right.
You can fish off any side of the boat that you prefer. And with the center helm, I love the control of a center helm.
Yeah, it's really cool, and it looks like a fishing boat, right?
It is. It absolutely
That's
is.
what it right?
Yep.
And I think as a fisherman, it's like my grandpa, like that's what he did, so that's what you want, and it gives you that fulfilling sense.
Yes, yes.
You know? It's your little boat, but you're the captain.
But
of this boat.
I'm the captain of my boat.
Yeah, you know. But these are great boats, man. And they're awesome. We see they have the whole tanks back here, right?
Yep.
So if somebody comes in, really, that's what you're trying to do. Like if they don't have, like they say, like, well, we fish sometimes, but I like to bring my kids out.
Absolutely.
And then sometimes my parents come out and they're getting a little older. You really got to make sure that
You got to figure out you're fitting all the needs.
right.
You know, trying to address all the needs and figure out the accurate boat that you want to put
Right.
in.
And the pontoon boats, man, they kind of look, they're, you know, in the 80s, they were pretty raw.
And they're definitely
Yeah,
not.
now
They've
they're
got
like-
all your creature comforts that you could
It's
possibly
big
think of.
motors. You can't see that from the boat.
No, this is a
Yeah.
250. That's a big one.
Yeah, so I could see why you could. But
You could absolutely get out of the water. You could ski.
Yeah.
You could tube. You could do whatever you really need to do off there.
wow, that's awesome. Website smithboys.com. Do you guys
Absolutely.
own that? Awesome. We can do pretty much what through the website.
You can do your inventory searching. You can check out pictures of the boats, prices of the boats.
Reserve them.
Yep. You can reserve them through. You can reserve the rentals.
Okay.
Get in contact with any salesman at any different location. Also, not only is it smithboys.com, it's not just Chautauqua. You have all of our locations
Okay.
that you can connect to and see the inventory.
Right, and so just like Buffalo RV, they have the one in Florida and some other. So it's the same
Absolutely.
type of thing. So
Yep.
if I'm looking for a particular boat, you guys have it at location wherever.
And we can transport
you
it
can get
to.
it in here. Right. Or if we want to take a drive, we can go take a drive and see it. But the point is, you have this larger pool of inventory
Absolutely.
now.
Absolutely.
Now the store here, I was asking Mike, like, there's parts here that you know I need them in a pinch. You have them.
Right.
But we also have what? We can walk through the store here.
Yes, we have our cleaning products over here. We have our oil filters, our oil.
Like I see, there's mold and mildew blocker,
Right.
and then the Canberra actually is awesome. Those are great for
Yes.
mold, mildew, smells.
Right.
And then this is all specifically tested, proven stuff that we need
All
to
safe, yes.
maintain your boat, right? And it looks like a lot of the products are companies that specifically make stuff for
Right,
this industry.
yep.
And now typical oils, engines, filters,
Yep.
engine filters.
Yep. We mostly do like Mercury.
Okay, and that's the brand that you have.
That
there?
is the brand, yep.
Okay, awesome. And so this is just, you know, for the customer who's out in the water, like, oh, my oil's low. I mean, it's just like an
Yes.
engine in a car. So your steering fluid, your transmission fluid, right? Everything
Yeah, we
else.
have about everything here.
Nice. Now over here we've got more parts.
We
right?
do. Yes, we do.
Now, do you maintain the inventory on the parts?
We do.
Yeah. So,
Yep, I do orders, and we order from Morgan and another company.
Okay.
A lot of times when customers are looking for something, they will come in and tell me, I'll go through the catalog and we can personally order what they want.
If somebody calls you, do you have this stuff online, or is this all just in the store?
This
here?
is all in the store.
Okay. So if we need a part, give
Yes.
you a call.
Yes, and I
you'll
can see if
hunt
we
down.
have it. Yep. And if
Okay.
we don't, we can order
You
it.
special order it, right?
Yes.
And then because of the network that you're involved in, it's a very specialized thing. So you can get these parts as quick as they need them, pretty much, right?
Right. Yes.
And so that's what we have here. We
Right.
have the most common issued
Yep.
pieces and parts that are more than likely, like I see you have an ignition switch. We've got some fun stuff.
We got some nice tubes here.
Nice. And those are, when I was a kid, that kind of just started, and now it's a thing.
Yeah.
If you have a boat, you get a tube. Because inevitably
They're
somebody's
fun.
somebody's
Very
going to
fun.
ask you within a day or so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we do have tubes that we rent also in the rental department.
So, and what's this Coast Guard package?
When they buy a new boat, that's what they get with it.
Oh, so that comes
Yes,
with it
comes
already.
with it, yes.
So this is a mandatory
Yes. Yep.
package that
Yep.
you have to have.
Yes.
And that just kind of lets you know what you're looking at.
I think so. And, I think that if you, and we've done this before, Joe can attest to this, but we've had people that have said, I really want to get a pontoon boat. Can we experience what it's like? Can we go out for a couple of hours? So if that's something that you're interested in doing, we're more than happy to let you experience it. Take the boat out for a few hours. We'll go with you. We've had plenty of people that after doing that have went ahead and purchased. Yeah. One of the things that we do to make it very, very easy for you is we do our own financing for you. We've got several banks. We make it very, very easy. We do on-the-spot financing. You can go online, fill the information out, come into the store. We do everything. So you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to, financing a boat as far as the terms, conditions is so easy. Extended warranties we offer, all kinds of products to protect your boat. So we do that, and that's become something that I think has made it very easy for somebody to go ahead and pull the trigger on getting into a boat.
You're a one-stop shop too, right?
We are.
So
We are. No, you mentioned a big point. It is something that we are different than most. We do it all. So if you buy a boat with us, you can store the boat, winterize the boat, we can finance the boat, we can maintain the boat over the years. Then we're more apt to give you the most on your trade down the road if you want to upgrade. To buy a boat and have to bring it somewhere else is a big inconvenience.
I spent every weekend with my